Hundreds of millions around the world are not currently located on the map. The exact number of these invisible people is unknown. If a community is not mapped, it is difficult, if even impossible, to track disease spread and ensure appropriate medical aid and resources reach those in need, or often some of the most vulnerable. Allocating vital resources for emergency response and planning is also much less effective. Humanitarian OpenStreetMap Team, or HOT, is a global body of volunteers who use OpenStreetMap technology for humanitarian benefit. In November 2014, Médecins Sans Frontières, Doctors Without Borders, the British Red Cross and the American Red Cross collaborated with HOT to accelerate the great work that was already being done, forming the Missing Maps project. The aim is to preemptively map the most vulnerable places in the world where people live with huge unmet needs. These maps are free and open to all, so any organisation can use them for infinite benefit. Today, the Missing Maps project continues to grow, supported by a network of committed volunteers. Mapping is a relatively simple activity, which anyone can do. Two types of mapping are used. Remote mapping involves volunteers completing mapping tasks on their computer from anywhere in the world, and local mapping involves the local community in unmapped areas adding detail and validating the work done by remote mappers. Mapping includes buildings, roads, landmarks, and physical geography to enable effective epidemiology, disaster preparation and response. In a few short months, the town of Bangassou and its surrounding area in the Central African Republic, with an estimated population of 25,000, was put on the map by volunteer mappers. Within the first 6 months, volunteers of Missing Maps have helped to map 3.5 million people remotely and 1.5 million people in the field. And this has grown considerably, with an expected 7 million being mapped locally in the field by Christmas. With these new maps, NGOs have been able to assess occupational health in Bangladesh, a toxic environment harming many people, better respond to Ebola and cholera outbreaks, assess where healthcare and nutrition was needed most in South Sudan, and plan disaster risk reduction activities in Zimbabwe. How can you get involved? Volunteer to map. Host a mapping party. Get together with friends, colleagues or interest groups and host a mapping party. Individually, with a computer and internet access, anyone can contribute to mapping remotely. Or volunteer a key skill. Do you have a skill that you can offer to aid the Missing Maps project, such as user experience design, project support, software development, training, improvement and idea generation? Thank you for your interest in the Missing Maps project. Please go to the Missing Maps website for further information or get in touch via Twitter or Facebook.